We're taking a look at the Platypus GravityWorks 4-liter system. This system includes the dirty water reservoir, a hose for the dirty water reservoir, obviously your GravityWorks filter. You've got a bag that contains all the extras here. You have the clean water hose with kind of a hose clamp on there. At the end of the hose, you have an attachment to attach it to the clean water reservoir. And basically, this is an excellent system for paddling, backpacking with groups, if you're going on a trip where you have time to basically get water, hang it on a tree, go do something else. Within about 2.5 minutes, you're gonna have 4 liters of filtered water. It's going to filter out particulates, bacteria, and protozoa. So this is not effective against viruses. So if you're in an area where that's a problem, you're going to have an additional water purification to get rid of those viruses. But really easy to use system. It filters a lot of water in a pretty short amount of time. So we'll get into all the little features in a little bit. I've got the dirty water reservoir here, and we have a little over a liter and a half of water in it now. But I will mention this is, Platypus reservoir, really durable, and it's treated with an antimicrobial slime guard, finish on the inside. So you've got some protection there. But basically, in order to use this, you have a snap closure on the top. So basically what you would do, you would take this to your water source. They do have printed on there dirty for the dirty water, so it's really easy to keep the dirty reservoir and the clean reservoir apart. But basically you go to your water source, you dip it in the water, and you fill this up. Once you've filled it, you zip the top. You can invert it to test it to make sure nothing's going to come out. And they have a nice strap on the top here. So, when you get back to camp or you get back to your base camp, you can basically hang this on a tree wherever it's convenient. Here I've got the filter that you connect in between the dirty reservoir and the clean reservoir. And this is a really innovative hollow fiber technology. It's really lightweight and super easy to use. So basically, it's going to filter out all of your protozoa, bacteria, and particles with this filter here. Depending on the quality of the water, depending on how dirty the water is, it's able to filter up to 1,500 liters of water before it needs to be changed or replaced. And you're also able to back flush this filter really easily to clean it and to remove any air bubbles. So really easy to use. And I will mention it has a nice big graphic here to show you the flow direction of the water so you don't get them confused. There's also a black cap on the dirty water side and a white cap for the clean water side, so you know you're going to connect it correctly every time. So basically you would connect this piece to the dirty water hose like that. And I've got the dirty water reservoir on this side, which I would connect there. So on the other side of this filter, that's where the clean water hose goes and the clean water reservoir, which we'll take a look at next. Basically, the differences between the dirty water and the clean water reservoir. The clean, you have a cap at the bottom, and this is where the filtered water is going to enter into the reservoir, and you don't have the same type of zip top. Basically, this is secured, so it's basically just a bag of water here with a cap on the top. Same webbing strap as the dirty water reservoir. So the longer hose is the clean water hose, and it does come with a shut-off valve right here. So basically, before you have the dirty water filtering into the clean water, you can shut that off, and it basically doesn't allow the water to go through, so you can kind of get everything hooked up. I'm going to attach the clean water hose to the white side or to the clean side of the filter, and then attach the corresponding end to the dirty water reservoir. So once you've got everything connected, we have your dirty water reservoir, the hose going down into the filter, into the clean water reservoir. You just want to hang it from a tree or hang it from whatever is convenient for you. Hang the dirty water reservoir higher than the clean water reservoir, and then take off the shutoff valve. And then you can let gravity filter your water for you. A little bit about storage. You want to store your contaminated or your dirty water components kind of separately from the clean water. So, you know, when everything's all said and done, if you throw your dirty water reservoir and the hose in next to the clean water reservoir and the clean water hose, it could get cross-contaminated. So you want to store them separately. And Platypus does include a little mesh sack. You know, definitely if you're in an area where it's really cold, you don't want any of the components to freeze. So you want to make sure all the water is out of it and as dry as possible. But yeah, storage is a breeze. Basically, the water reservoirs are bags, so when they're empty, you can roll them up. When the hose, you just wrap up, and like I said, the filter weighs next to nothing. So storing is pretty easy with that, but all in all, a really simple system, really easy to use, and it certainly beats having to pump water, you know, sit there for long periods of time. If you've got a big group, or if you just have time to be able to hang the water up to use it later, you're able to filter out, you know, 4 liters of water in a relatively fast time. So with the ease of use, with the confidence that this filter is going to filter out everything you need, this is an ideal system for your next backcountry adventure. It is the GravityWorks 4-liter system by Platypus.